A recruiter spends 6 seconds on your resume. 6 seconds. In that time, they see your name, your headline, maybe your first job title. And here's what most people put in that headline. Senior marketing manager with 8 years of experience. You know what a recruiter sees when they read that? Nothing. Because they've already read that exact sentence 47 times today. Your resume isn't competing against other candidates. It's competing against their inbox, their calendar, their exhaustion. The person reading it isn't thinking, who's the best fit? They're thinking, can I get through this stack before my 2 p.m.? So the real question isn't, how do I list my experience? It's, how do I make a tired person stop and pay attention? Advertisers figured this out 100 years ago. In 1923, a man named Claude Hopkins wrote a book called Scientific Advertising. He sold toothpaste, beer, cars, and he discovered something most people still don't understand. People don't buy products, they buy outcomes. Nobody wants a drill. They want a hole in the wall. Nobody wants toothpaste. They want to feel confident when they smile. And nobody wants to hire a senior marketing manager. They want to hire the person who's going to solve their problem. So your headline shouldn't tell them what you were called. It should tell them what you delivered. Here's the formula. 3 parts. Part 1. What problem did you solve? Not what tasks you did. What problem did you actually fix? Part 2. What was the measurable result? A percentage, a dollar amount, a time saved. Part 3. At what scale? How big was the impact? Let me show you what this looks like. Before, senior project manager with 8 years of experience in tech companies. After, delivered 12 product launches on time and 20% under budget while managing teams of 30 plus. Same person, same experience, completely different reaction. The first one says, I had a job. The second one says, I will solve your problem. Now here's where AI becomes useful. Most people struggle with this because they're too close to their own work. You spent 3 years in that job. You know every detail. But when you sit down to write about it, your brain goes blank. I managed projects. I collaborated with stakeholders. I drove initiatives. All the vague words come out. So you use AI to interview yourself. Paste in your job description and accomplishments. Then ask it a simple question. What's the core business problem I actually solved here? Not tasks I did, problems I fixed. It asks follow-up questions. It pulls out specifics you forgot you knew. Because you did deliver results. You just buried them under corporate language. And some people hear this and think it sounds like bragging. It's not. Bragging is vague. I'm really good at my job. That's asking people to take your word for it. What I'm describing is evidence. Specific, measurable, verifiable. Reduced customer acquisition cost by 43%. That's not a boast. That's a fact. It either happened or it didn't. And here's the thing. When you state facts clearly, people don't think you're arrogant. They think you're competent. The people who get promoted aren't better at their work than you. They're better at showing receipts. So here's what I want you to do. Take 8 minutes, open your resume, copy your headline and your top 3 accomplishments. Paste them into ChatGPT or Claude. Ask it to find the core problem you solved and help you write a headline under 15 words that shows your value. Then replace your headline with what comes back. 8 minutes, 1 change. The next recruiter who sees your profile won't spend 6 seconds. They'll spend 60, then they'll message you. This is technique number 1 from the book, Prompt Happiness. 50 techniques like this. Classic advertising psychology. Modern AI prompts. Links in the description. Start with this one. Today.